Hi guys, and welcome to my 22-week update. This week I weigh 135 pounds. My belly measures 37.5 inches around. So I think the difference in weight is just 1 pound, but my belly is still the same measurement around. I do feel like it looks bigger though, so that's kind of weird. But it hasn't changed. I haven't been feeling any different. I think this week I have just as much energy as I did last week. So I have been working out this week. I've gone 3 days. I did skip Monday, but then I'm gonna blame that on the weather because it rained all night long, and then by the time morning came, it was pitch black and it was raining so hard. And I think that morning Mason woke up and I brought him into our bed and he was just crashed out, so we stayed in bed till 10:30. So Monday was a good day for catching up on sleep. Let's see, but the baby has been moving a lot this week. I know I said he was moving a lot last week, but he is just non-stop all the time. I feel him down in my pelvis, on my sides, up in my ribs. He's just doing somersaults, I guess, because I can feel him everywhere. And he does not like when I lay on my stomach, and I'm a stomach sleeper at night, and with how big my belly's getting, it's getting too difficult, and like I said, I don't think he likes it. As soon as I roll too much onto my stomach, I can just feel him kicking, like trying to say, get off of me, Mom. So lately I've just been sleeping on my back because that's the only way I can keep the movement down at night. Otherwise, he is so active at night. He's pretty much active all day long and only sleeps for small periods throughout the day. But I guess it's just because at night when I'm lying down is when I notice it more often. It just feels like he's constantly awake, especially because I have to get up and use the bathroom every little while. And that's especially when I can feel him moving. I'm pretty sure he can't fully extend himself. I'm sure he's still in fetal position, but what I feel, it feels like there's 2 little feet down in my pelvis, but then it could be his knees. And then like if he's trying to like open up, because then I feel his head, possibly his head in my rib cage, so it's kind of like he's trying to stretch open, like he's squished in there. But I don't know, like I said, it could be his knees and maybe his back, or I don't know what kind of positions he's getting himself into in there, but he is definitely trying to stretch out. I have been loving oatmeal. I've been eating oatmeal every single day, and it's the same recipe. It's just plain oatmeal with cinnamon and a banana. I don't add any sugar. I do cook it with whole milk, so I'm getting my sugar there, so it's already sweet. But I've been having that every single day with a cup of coffee. I finally found a creamer concoction that I can drink my coffee with, because as you know, a couple of weeks ago I said I couldn't drink any coffee because I couldn't get the creamer consistency right. It was either too sweet, too black, just blah, I didn't like it. But now I'm just using the Horizon half and half and a little bit of 100% pure maple syrup. Let's see, I did have a doctor's appointment this week. It was to see my doctor, and it was a really fast appointment. I think I was only in there for 5 minutes, but all she did was measure my belly. She measured from my pelvis to right underneath my rib cage. And she said that the baby is measuring really long. And this is one of those moments when I'm kicking myself now, because I was right there in front of the doctor and I did not ask, well, what am I measuring? What should I be measuring? I don't know what's wrong with me. I just blank on questions. I'm just like, I just take it for granted. I'm like, oh, okay, he's too long. And that's it, I'm okay with it. And then as soon as I get into my car, I'm like, why didn't I ask? I would like to write this down, and maybe, you know, it sounds important, so I should know, but I didn't, so now I'm kicking myself. I wish I would have asked. But because he is measuring really long, she recommended that I come back in 2 weeks for an ultrasound just to check on the baby's size, make sure he's I don't know, I guess make sure he's not getting too big, or maybe I'm further along than they expect. I don't know. I guess in 2 weeks I'm going to write those questions down, and I'm pretty sure I see my doctor in that appointment. Or maybe it's just the ultrasound lady. But I guess I should ask her, because she might know just as much as the doctor. I don't know. But my doctor did mention my 28-week glucose test is coming up, so that's in 4 weeks. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, with keeping track of my diet, the exercise, all, you know, everything put together, I'm hoping I get to beat this gestational diabetes. I'm just hoping everything turns out good, you know, because I just want to be healthy for myself. I want to be healthy for the baby. And it's got me kind of worried because, you know, my appointment 2 weeks ago, the ultrasound lady said the baby was measuring a little bit bigger. And then for my doctor's appointment, my doctor said the baby's measuring longer than normal. So, and one of the effects of gestational diabetes is you have a bigger baby. So I don't know. I'm a little scared, a little worried. I just need to relax. I need to know I'm doing everything right. I'm eating healthy, I'm working out. And I mean, I just need to leave it in God's hands. And so like I mentioned, I have been consistent with my working out. I've noticed every once in a while, especially when I'm running, I have like a pain in my pelvis. I did purchase that belly band to help support the baby when I'm running and bouncing and, you know, doing jumping jacks and all of those things. And it's not that, because the baby's not moving. I think it's maybe just the weight of him in my pelvis, because especially today when I was running, but I just got this horrible sharp pain in my abdomen that I had to stop. I had to stop running, I had to stop walking, and just, I don't know, I was just feeling it was my right side, trying to feel what it was. I couldn't figure it out. It hurt. So I took a break. I had to listen to my body. I don't want to push myself too hard and hurt myself. But that was kind of weird. That's the first time I felt that kind of pain. The pain that I'm used to is in my pelvis, because normally when I run, especially where my legs, you know, my legs meet my pelvis, I'm used to that hurting. That's always kind of hurt when I run or do squats or lunges especially. But I thought that was just, you know, part of the growing pains and having the weight of a baby inside. But it is getting just a little bit more uncomfortable. I thought possibly, you know, keeping up with the workouts, it would just kind of go away, or I would get used to it, but I don't know. I guess all that's left is to show you my belly shots. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.